My peace I give unto you. Beloved one, the world will speak to you of trials and tribulations, challenges and decisions, worries, things which must be attended to. But I speak to you of your divine nature. I speak to you of joy, the joy of the Father which is you come forth into form, into this reality, to bring his light and love into this reality that yet believes that there could be otherwise. Shall we have some fun together? I have heard you speaking of the heaviness of the world, of the decision and choices which seemingly may have been made without your agreement. I have seen you struggling, crying to the heavens for understanding and for holy vision. Now we have spoken previously about your reality, capital R, the reality where you abide interdimensionally, the reality which does not focus specifically upon any dimension or any expression, but knows itself to be the isness of all, the interdimensionality, the true being of you. From that place of interdimensionality you draw forth, because of your creative nature and your creative power, all realities to play with them. Indeed, if you adopt for yourself the attitude that the reality where you find yourself to be is but a play, it will allow you the deep breath both on the physical level and the spiritual level to then move into holy vision. In truth, what you are playing with is a most wonderful scenario. You have agreed that as an individuated consciousness, you will be part of a collective consciousness which is desiring to know change, which is desiring to know reality, capital R, brought even into a reality, small r, and to do a quantum shift over what you have seen to be eons of time of believing in the small r reality. It takes a bit of expansion, it takes a bit of allowance, and it takes a whole lot of trust. You have had that tested, and you will continue to call upon trust to affirm that. That which I see happening in the world serves the atonement, because it does. Even though you would say that some decisions which are made, paths which are chosen, may not be the ones which you would choose, yet everything serves the atonement. The collective consciousness of which you have agreed to be part of has chosen a certain pathway, a journey, if you will, a journey without distance, and yet it seems to be a very long journey back to the remembrance of reality, capital R. So count all things as good, even though they may not look in one moment to be what you would judge to be good. Count all to be good, believe in the best, trust in the holy vision. You will be seeing much of change. It is time. You have decreed that you want change. Therefore, when the Holy Child decrees, it will be unto you as you have decreed, but not in the way that the small ego fears. When you speak of change, small ego resists, runs and hides and says, "Please don't change. I don't like the way things are right now, but I'm sure I'm not going to like change. So let's stay with what's familiar." You are going to see choices which seem to be counter to what you would choose. You are going to see, you have already seen and heard, the rattling of the sabers. In the world, historically, you have had wars and rumors of war, and yet the higher intelligence of the collective, the higher intelligence of you, from which you are not separate, will not allow destruction of this planet. Yes, there will be changes in the world, but not the earth. You have wondered about that because you have known that there is power in your technology which is brought into the hands of some, the seeming ability to bring about destruction. There will be the possibility considered, but it will not destroy the planet. There is higher intelligence which is working throughout the choices that are made. When the world is too much with you, abide with me. Allow yourself the deep breath. Seek me in that breath, and know that always I abide with you. Know that always I am here for you. No matter what you are looking at, no matter what you are facing, know that you can come unto me and find the peace that I abide within. And know that that peace is yours as well. Take the deep breath. Take a deep breath right now. Feel how that allows the body even to expand. You individually have been taking shallow breaths, focusing upon what you need to attend to, what might happen, what you had to be prepared for. You have been breathing for the most part at a very shallow level. Allow yourself as often as you can remember to take the deep breath, and in that breath come and abide with me. Find the peace that I give unto you. I say this to you because it is an important balancing point for you. It will be a place that you will come unto many times, because the world is going to be very much with you, and you with it, for there are going to be changes. There are going to be what seems to be manipulations. There are going to be what you see as maneuvers, compromises that do not look upon the surface to be all that they should be. The world is going to be very much in your focus, and you are going to be in the focus of the world as well, because you have agreed that you will be a balancing energy. You are the sensitives. You are the ones who feel energy changes. You are the ones who feel the changes before they are manifest. You are the ones who have often volunteered to be present at the ushering in of a new age, a time of the leap in the evolution of the collective consciousness. What you are looking at now is another one of those leaps in consciousness, and you have agreed that you will be here for it and that you will help the evolution because you are sincere of purpose and pure of heart, and not so lacking in intelligence either. Allow yourself, when the world is too much with you, to take the deep breath no matter where you are and to receive the peace that I give unto you. For whenever you find me, you find peace. Whenever you find me, you find joy. Whenever you find me, you find divine purpose and holy vision. Even as you then turn and look at the world, you see things through new eyes. Allow yourself to receive the peace that I give unto you. Seek me. My peace I give unto you, not as the world gives, because the world gives and then takes away, changes, or says there has to be condition. My peace I give unto you unconditionally. It is always there for you. Any time you will ask for it, you know the way in. It is through the breath. My peace I give unto you. Now, in that place of peace, there will be intuition. There will be a knowing of other realities, other possibilities. There will be a feeling that comes to you from time to time of living in more than one reality. It can be disconcerting to an ego which has said, "This is what I want, a box. I want to know the parameters of the box. I am going to stay within the box, and that is all I am going to now allow." But you have already opened out the sides of the box. You have already allowed the blinders that the ego would put on to be opened out so that they can see much more. You walk into other realities from time to time, and the ego will bring you back, and it will say, "Where have you been? Come back here and worry. You know that voice very well." But you can say unto the ego, because the ego, the small ego, is of your making, "One moment, please. I desire to abide in peace. I desire to know expanded vision. I desire to breathe just for one moment." And who can measure a moment? It can be a lifetime, can it not? My peace I give unto you, and the ego cannot take it from you. You are standing collectively and also individually at a most wonderful threshold, and it is scary to the separated ego. You are standing on the threshold of moving into a place of claiming expanded reality. Now when I say that, I yet use the lowercase r. But it is a reality which allows that there can be many realities abiding side by side and time by time, within time. For there are within this moment many realities. I speak to you, you hear the words, you hear my voice, you hear the message, you feel my love, you feel my peace. But I also speak at the same moment in other reality to ones that you would see to be other than you, and yet they are you, aspects of the one. They are here right now with you, right in this same space where you see yourself to be, and yet they are but a veil away. It is very thin, the belief which separates you from knowing other realities that are right within your midst. You are coming to a place where there is going to be the acceptance of expanded reality. You will know visitation from some of the intelligence from space, some of the brothers, some of the most wonderful spaceships. I will come and visit you in what you see to be yet manifest, though manifest as a spaceship. You will see ones running in terror because of habitual belief. You will see others stand in wonderment because of remembrance of space intelligence, space unitedness. If you take a deep breath, you will abide with me in that space of one. Do you see what I meant when I suggested we have some fun together? What we are doing, and have been doing for some time, is to take the specific focus of what you have believed collectively and individually to be the allness of you, the truth, the small t of you. We have been suggesting that perhaps the allness of you is a bit larger than what you have thought it to be, and that you can be comfortable in that expansion, not having to fear it, but feeling comfortable in the expansion, in truth, coming to a place where you have longed for, a place where you feel accepted, loved, nurtured, held in the expansion of that love. Once you have felt that love, once you have felt that peace, there is remembrance, and no matter how separated ego, no matter how the world will clamor, There is no going back from that place of peace. Yes, the ego will come and tug at the mind. The ego will say, "But Master, shouldn't you be doing something about this?" And you say, "One moment, please." One deep breath. I share with you my excitement for you because truly what you are moving into is what you have prayed for, wished for, hoped for, and brought forth even in manifest form, even in other realities and what you would see to be other lifetimes. There is an excitement which is the simmering at the bottom of the pot, and you have felt it. An excitement, an anticipation, a waiting, a hoping for something that you did not quite know what it was going to be, and still you do not quite know what it is going to be. And I cannot tell you that yet either, because you are great masters of the improv. But I can tell you that it is going to be for the atonement, and that it is going to be for the expansion of the collective consciousness into a new reality which allows the heavy blanket that has been upon the collective consciousness for so long to be lightened by the enlightenment of your remembrance of how it feels to abide in peace. Whenever you feel the heavy blanket of the world, allow yourself to return quickly unto me. Return quickly to the place of peace within. Trust it, claim it, know it. Know that it is your divine nature to be peace, to be joyful in that peace, and to trust that all things work for the atonement. I will not say that all things work to the good, because that brings in judgment of what is good and what is not so good, but all things work for the atonement, the place of realization of the at one month, where the holy child realizes, I am not separate from the Father. I am the extension of the Father, come into this point of reality to play, to be within a scripting that, yes, has much of improv in it, much of twists and turns, and yet it is a play. As one of your beloved masters has written, the play's the thing, is it not? Remember that as you hear your news media giving you all of the breaking news, what does it break? It breaks your peace. If you attend to it, it is breaking news. It is well named because if you attend to it in the way that they hope that you will, so that they can sell more of their products, it breaks your knowing of peace. So when the world is too much with you, breathe and come unto me, and abide with me for a moment, and allow that moment to spill out over into the next moment and the next moment. You are going to see changes in leadership. The collective consciousness is doing a shuffle of the cards, and you're going to see changes. You're going to see what has been seemingly hidden, some policies, practices, maneuverings that have been seemingly done in secret, come out into the open more and more. Everything is going to be brought to light. Every practice that has not come from a place of holiness, a place of love, a place of compassion, a place of oneness with my brother, my sister, every practice and every grouping that has agreed to the practice is going to be brought into the light. Walk you carefully according to your own principle of truth and of love and compassion. In other words, be in integrity as to what you choose to do, and do not judge others, although it will be very easy, but allow the holy vision. When ones come to you troubled, frightened, weary, ask them, would you be willing to breathe with me? They will, and in that moment, in the simplicity of the deep breath, in the sacred moment of the breath, my peace I will give unto you, and to them as healing. For your world calls out for healing, your bodies call out for healing. Your emotional bodies call out for healing, even as the collective soul calls out for healing now at this time. My peace I give unto you with simplicity of the willingness to take the deep breath. Breathe with me, abide with me. You have that saying in your holy scriptures and in some of your songs, abide with me. Allow yourself to translate that into breathe with me. As you will breathe with me, you will abide with me. With the breath, you bring in the inspiration of spirit, and it will make all things new. Abide with me and breathe with me. Allow yourself to know that everything which is upturned is as the plowed field that is ready for the new seed and the new growth. Allow yourself to abide in joy and to be in the place of great wonderment, even when you see choices which look to be just the opposite of what you would think they should be. Celebrate them and allow yourself to look past the small day-to-day choices to the larger radiance which is you, and which will come to be within this reality as you allow this reality to expand. My peace I give unto you, and even more than that, my excitement I give unto you. So be it.